Well, good afternoon, and welcome back to the Enlightened Path with Kat. And I'm Kat, and today I have Jodie back with me.
Hi, everybody.
She's been on vacation, and I really missed her, so I drug her along. So she's back. She's going to help me talk a little bit about our topic today, which is going to be the chakras. But let's talk a little bit first about where we're coming from and what we're about. The Enlightened Path Holistic Center is located up in Pottstown on North Charlotte Street. It's 1494 North Charlotte. If any of you are familiar with the Sunflower Cafe, we're right next door to that. And we are about holistic healing, balance, finding spiritual growth. We have a lot of different healing things going on there. There's different people there each day. We've got Reiki, massage, reflexology. Jodie is our reflexologist, so she will spoil your feet and make you feel amazing. We also have different types of readings. We have tarot, psychic medium, palm readings. Jodie will do tarot and palm readings. And again, different days, different people. The easiest way to keep track of that is to check on Facebook. If you like us on the Facebook, you'll see the events page, and that'll have everything on it that we have going on. It's a lot to keep up with because I do have a lot of different things going on. On top of the regular things every day, we also have a lot of special events. There's a few evening events. We have a Twin Heart meditation that goes on Tuesday evenings, and that's a really nice meditation that's geared to send healing and peace out to the whole world, as long as taking it in for ourselves as well. Wednesday nights we have our Goddess Dance, which again, Miss Jodie here is our Goddess Dance teacher. Belly dancing, it's more of a free form of belly dancing. We have a lot of fun. It's a great workout, but you don't even realize you're working out because we do have a lot of fun. And we will talk a little bit about that during the show because it does correlate to some of the chakras, and we'll explain that as we get into it. So I want to just mention a couple of things about some of the special events that we have coming up. And also, if you have any questions, you can give me a call at the center. It's 484-624-8095. Or better yet, stop in. If you haven't been out there already, stop in and check it out. There's also a lot of gifts and supplies there. We've got a lot of locally made things, jewelry, candles, incense. We have crystals. Some aromatherapy things, which last week, if you were in tune, I had the Lisa in. She talked about the aromatherapy, and I carry her line there. So there's a lot of different things to take a look at, as well as different classes and stuff to attend. So some of the special events we have coming up. This Thursday, we have a manifesting group. I've done a couple shows on manifesting, and we've done a couple classes at the center. This is a follow-up group that anybody is welcome to attend. It's about making things happen in our lives. It's about bringing things that we want into our lives. When we manifest individually and we're using our thought and our energy to create things, we can do amazing things. But if we do it together as a group and we lend our energies and our thoughts to each other, just imagine how much we can do as a group. So I'm really looking forward to that class. That's this Thursday.
That class is, if you want to visualize it, picture a single candle burning out in a dark room, and you get this much light out of it. If you have 20 candles burning, look how much brighter and how much more energy there is in that candlelight. And that's exactly what the group is about. We all have our individual intentions, but it's also really nice to have a whole group of people putting the power forth for your intentions. So
that's a great way to visualize it.
Fantastic group.
That's a great way to, I like that visualization, putting all the light out there like that. So next Thursday, we have a tarot class with Barbara. She's been teaching people how to read tarot themselves and also the oracle cards. That's at 6:30. Saturday, not this Saturday, but the following Saturday, the 12th, we will not be open. Normally I'm open on a Saturday, but we will be closed that day because we are going out to Riverfest in Pottstown. It's an amazing event that they have yearly, and it's for local businesses to let people know that we're here. It's for local artists to show what they do. So we're going to be there. We're going to have a drum circle.
Right. We're doing 2 demonstrations.
Yep.
One, I will be doing a goddess dancing demonstration, and we will be performing a drum circle. And our products are going to be there, our handmade products. So it is worth just a trip out to see all the creations that our local artists and the local talent have.
Yeah, there's a lot in the area that people don't even realize are here. So if you do come out, it's going to be down, I believe it's River Road or I think it's Riverfront. Yeah, okay. But down by the college, right? Runs along the river.
Right, that's College Drive.
And it's going to be rain or shine, because if the weather is bad, they're going to take it into the college, so we'll be inside. So if you happen to stop out, locate our table and stop by and say hi. We'll also be doing readings and Reiki there. There's a few of us, and massage. So we'll have a few different people at the space. So that's going to be all day, and we're really excited. We're looking forward to that. Sunday, the day after, that'll be the 13th, we have a Reiki 1 class. So if that's something that you're interested in learning, stop out to the center or give me a call, and I can give you the details on the class. We don't have too much more room. We can probably take maybe a few more people, but we're pretty close to full right now. But we can probably get a couple in. So if you're interested, give me a call.
You get both experiences from both of us. We're both Reiki masters, and we both teach the class. We bring different points of view in, and I think it makes a lot better of a class.
Yeah, because you've learned things that I didn't. I've learned things that she didn't, so we've put it all together. And
I think we have a heck of a Reiki class going on.
Yeah, it's awesome. People are really happy with that. So any interest, give me a call. I'd be happy to answer any questions. And then Thursday, the 17th, is our drum circle. Once a month, we have the drum circle. We try to get it as close to the full moon as possible so we can pull that energy in, but it's always towards the end of the month, and it's always a Thursday. And that's from 7 to 8. So again, stop out and make some noise with us. Then Friday, the 18th, is our movie night. We have a movie night once a night to raise some, it's a fundraiser for a gentleman that has a local rescue farm. And he also does readings at the center. And a lot of you may already know him, Nate. He's an amazing character. And he does a lot of work with the rescue animals that he brings in. So the movie night is, there's no charge for the movie. It's just if you have anything that you'd like to donate, whether it's old food scraps, blankets, anything that the animals can use, monetary donations, anything is welcome. Nothing's expected, but it is welcome and appreciated. Bring a snack to share. The movie that we have playing this month is going to be Cloud Atlas, which looks like an amazing movie. I haven't seen it myself, but it looks like a really good movie. I think it's about like reincarnation. Tom Hanks is in it, and Halle Berry. All the information's on the events page on Facebook, so you can check it out on there. Sunday the 20th is our Reiki Share. The third Sunday of every month, we do have a Reiki Share from 1 to 3. And if you're any level, 1, 2, or 3, stop out and share some Reiki with us. The Reiki Shares are great because we get to learn from each other. We get to share the energies with each other. And the most important thing is, the one thing we forget when we're giving so much is to receive it.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Heal thyself.
But it's nice to be able to get pampered a little bit from somebody else.
Absolutely.
So then on Monday, the 21st, we've got a really busy month in October. We've got a lot of stuff going on. The 21st is our evening reading night, which is going to be awesome this month because October is a very high energy month. They say it's like the veil is the thinnest.
The veil between the worlds is at its thinnest during the month of October into November. So communicating with the other side or getting our messages become a lot more clearer. And us as readers, it works the same way. The messages become clearer and more frequent. So reading night should be awesome this month.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night. So I'll be doing psychic medium readings, and Jodie will be doing either her palm or her tarot, and sometimes she also does the crystal readings.
Right.
So there's a variety of stuff going on there. And if anybody's looking for readings of either kind anytime, just give me a call and we'll see what we can get set up for you. I do mine by appointments, and Jodie's there on Tuesdays and Fridays. Sometimes she may be able to come in for other times too if it's a time that you're only available a certain time, we'll see what we can do. So again, that's the 21st. It's always the third Monday. I think we usually shoot for the third Monday to do our evening ones, but this month they'll be a little bit cooler than the normal.
Yeah.
Then on Friday the 25th, we have open mic night, which is something new that I've just started having at the center. I did a poetry reading night once, and that was awesome. We had a blast. There was quite a few people that came out and read their poetry. Some just like to listen. Some read their own poetry, some read other people's, but it was a lot of fun. We had a good time, and I thought, well, why not open it up a little bit more? I do know a number of people that play instruments where they sing, and why not open it up to everybody? You have a story you want to read, you have a guitar you want to play, you have a flute you want to play, whatever you want. It's an open mic night. Comedy, if you want to do comedy. The only thing is, if there's kids there, we'll ask you to keep it clean, but if there's no kids there, we're adults. So whatever you'd like to do for open mic night, that'll be at 6:30 till whenever. I'm figuring 8:30, 9 o'clock, but if it goes a little longer, so be it. If we're having fun, we'll keep having fun. And then the big one is going to be November 1st, which is a Friday, and that is our Halloween party. That's going to be a blast. It's going to run pretty much all day into the evening. During the day, it'll just be some specials. We'll have a discount offered for anybody who dares to walk in a costume. I'll have candy there, so if the kids come in for trick-or-treat, they'll be getting some candy. There'll also be snacks, Halloween-y type snacks and treats out. We'll probably be running some extra events as far as healings and readings and stuff that day too, so you can keep your eye posted on the Facebook event to see what all we're adding to it. And then in the evening, we'll have a few games, some entertainment. We're going to do a costume contest, so have your costumes ready to wear and come scare us or make us laugh or whatever you like to do with your costumes. And there will be prizes awarded to the winners, and then we're going to do a seance, and that's going to be really cool. We're going to have a few different people tapping into to do the different pulling in of the information for that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to that. So that finishes our October and begins our November. And also November 1st is All Hallows Day. So it's kind of a combination of Halloween and All Hallows Day. So that's going to be pretty awesome. So I'm really looking forward to that. That's going to be exciting. So for today, we are here today to talk about the chakras and the importance of what they represent, the importance of keeping them balanced, what they do for us. Some of you may be aware of the basics of the chakras, but there's a lot more detail involved in the chakras than what a lot of people realize. There's a lot of different things that can cause them to be out of balance, and then there's a lot of different things that we can do to bring them back into balance. And when you start really learning about the chakras, you kind of learn when they're out of balance, the things that they can cause. It's physical issues that you may stop and realize, oh, well, so-and-so has this. And yeah, you're right, that describes, what's going on with them. So you kind of start putting a two and two together, and it makes a lot of sense. So we can talk first about what the major chakras are. I did bring along some fabric here that just depicts the different pictures of the chakras. So if we can get a little pan out of the...
You're panned out already.
Is it? Okay. So if you can see going down the table here and down the front of the table too, the first one that's at the top of your head, and that is your crown chakra. That's right up here. And we'll go into the details of each one. I'm just going to give you a rundown so you know what location we're talking about.
I'll point.
Here we go. So we have the crown right above the head. And then we have the third eye, which is your intuition. And then we have the throat, which is your communication. And then we have the heart, which is your love, whether it be inner love or outward love. Then we have your solar, which is, yep, right in that area. How are you going to show them where the root is?
They're going to have to match.
Okay.
It's under the table.
The next one down is the orange one, and that's your sacral. And then right below that is the root chakra. And if you notice, they are colors, and these are the colors that resonate with each of the chakras. So what is a chakra? For those of you that are not familiar at all with what the chakras are, the chakras are energy points that we have in our bodies, and we have many more than these. We have them all throughout our bodies. We have them in our hands, we have them in our feet. But these are the main ones that we usually tend to focus on. I think these hold the most energy. They are like spinning wheels of energy, and we hold
Energy centers. Energy centers. I envision them as energy centers. Different ones. Because when we do reflexology, I hit those meridians to open them chakras. So I envision them as just energy centers.
But the thing with the energy centers, though, is all throughout our life, and this goes from conception, and some people even believe prior to, whether it may be past lives or previous generations, or, you know, but even if we just start at conception, things that happen to us, whether it be in mom's womb or during delivery and as we're growing up, everything that happens to us, everything that we experience, good or bad or neutral, it all gets held in these different points, whether it's depending on like what the situation is. Like if it's a situation that revolves around being stable or not being grounded, maybe an incident happened as a child where you were uprooted from your home, that's something that was going to affect your root chakra. And if that's not dealt with, that energy, that memory, that form, that gets held in that center.
And it becomes blocked.
And it grows, and it just stays there, and then other things happen, and that gets added in there. So when we don't take care of them, when we don't keep them balanced, that's when they can start leading to physical issues. And as we go through each of these, you'll see how some of it really makes a lot of sense. So these are, they hold memories, they hold experiences, a database. It's a database. That's the best way to look at it, especially for the geeks out there that know a little bit more about. It's a database. It's our physical, emotional, and spiritual databases. And each one will hold different types of information. So if we don't clear them out, that's when we end up having problems. And each one, again, reacts different to different situations. So it is important to keep them up. Now, one of the things that we have to remember too is the direction. They're a spinning wheel. And when you have it going in the wrong direction, we have giving and we have receiving. When we picture the energy of our chakras, we want to be receiving energy. We don't want to be giving it. It's one thing to be a giving person and to be giving your time and to be giving your love and to be giving your compassion. That's not what we're talking about. We don't want to give our energy. Yeah. That's ours. That's what keeps us going. That's what keeps us vital. That's what keeps us balanced. So we always want to make sure that we are receiving energy from the universe. There's a constant flow. It's always there. We just have to be receiving it. If we're giving and our chakras are spinning the wrong way where we're giving that, you can't receive the energy while you're giving it. So we have to remember visually when we're picturing the chakras, you want to make sure that they are going in a clockwise direction. So if you were looking at your heart chakra, you want to make sure that we're going in a clockwise direction. That's when we're receiving energy. So when we're doing a chakra balance or we're feeling somebody else's chakra or even our own, that's one of the things that we'll check. What direction is it moving in?
And her doing the clockwise motion is helping the chakra rebalance itself. Because when you do a chakra cleansing, or in a clearing, you want to do the clockwise circles. So this person is receiving the energy, because if they're all out of whack, that means some can be going this way, some can be going this way, and you just feel like you're just... So you cleanse them and you start them rotating in the same direction, and you wouldn't believe how it makes you feel. Especially if you know they're blocked. And if they are blocked, and once you open them up, you just like, wow, I didn't know it could feel this way. So most people don't know how it feels to have their chakras working together, because most of us don't have our chakras working together. With the stress of life, the economy, children, everything, our jobs,
family,
everything,
relationships.
family, relations. Most people don't know what it's like to feel with all their chakras working in sync together. So that makes them kind of feel a little weird, but they're used to that. They think that's normal. So when you clear a chakra and get the energy working right, the feeling is amazing.
I mean, we have different parts of the body which fall into sync with the different chakras and where they're located. Also have different emotional areas. Like if you're looking at the throat area is about your self-expression. It's about your speaking your truth. It's about speaking up. It's about having your voice. If you always keep things bottled up and you don't speak up for yourself, you've got a really small voice. And we all know people that are like that, or maybe you're like that. That would mean that your throat chakra is not open. It's small, it's tight, it's not moving very well. And if that continues to stay like that, that's when we usually end up having throat issues. We end up with goiters or sore throats all the time, coughing. And when you start to get them balanced and you start to find your voice and you start to speak more and speak up.
Clear communication.
Right.
Very clear communication when this is opened up. Plus, this is where your creativity comes from. In my dance class, we have an exercise that we stretch our necks and we say our vows. First of all, it helps, tighten this up a little bit, but it also exercises your throat chakra. And you should see my girls after they open this up. They're just being so creative. They're teaching me things.
It does help with the creativity and the communication. But then you've also got the opposite side where, again, you may know somebody like this where they speak loudly, but they speak harshly. Maybe they speak without thinking. They're always sticking their foot in their mouth, so to speak. But they blurt things out, and they're hurting people's feelings, or they're upsetting people because they don't think before they speak. In that case, their throat chakra is too open, and they need to bring it in a little bit. They need to calm it down a little bit. It's too strong. And either way of being out of balance can affect the throat in different ways. And that also goes up to the ears. If you have constant ear issues, it could be that it's connected to the throat chakra and you're just not speaking your truth, you're not speaking up. Now when you move down to the heart center, naturally we all know that we all go through grief when we've lost somebody, or we've lost a relationship, or somebody's hurt us in some way. That tends to close our heart chakra up. It's a protection thing. But when it's closed up, then we're not open to receiving other love that's out there. We're also not loving ourselves. And if we're not keeping this in balance, then you're looking at other physical issues with the heart. Where you can be looking at heart attacks and strokes and, a lot of issues with the blood. But there's a lot of different things. But those are just examples of
the heart
how the
chakra
emotions.
Is the easiest one to, an example to show you how it feels. Every single one of us out there had a heart issue as far as a broken heart, grieving, and you know how painful it is right here in your heart. That means your heart chakra is closed, okay? And then we've all have experienced joys in our life that our heart is, you just absolutely feel your heart bursting through your chest. And that would be your heart chakra working in the right direction. So this is the easy example on the difference of how you feel when your chakra is clogged or it's not. We've all felt the pain and we've all felt the joy. And that's the difference between being open and being blocked.
Yeah. So I think the throat and the heart are the easiest ones to use as examples.
Absolutely.
But let's talk a little bit about each chakra and some of the things that you can find with each one. So we'll start at the base. We'll start all the way down at the bottom where you see the red. That is the root chakra. And like I said, each one of the chakras has a color that resonates with it. They also have sounds, smells, thoughts that resonate with and can be used to strengthen and to heal damage that may be done to the chakra. So the root chakra is your first one. That is considered your base chakra. That is your foundation. That's your being grounded. That's feeling stable. That's your basic survival instincts are located in your root chakra. It tells you that you are connected to all of life. Everything is connected. Everything is one. And the organs that's going to affect is from there down. You're looking at the base of your spine, your legs, your bones, your feet.
Sciatica, lower back pain, the varicose veins in your legs.
Mm-hmm.
This is all your foundation. These are the legs you stand on. And if for any reason that earthquake comes and shakes your foundation, makes you feel unstable, the root chakra is the one being affected.
Mm-hmm. And some of the effects that it can even cause depression, multiple personality disorder, addictions. There's a lot of different emotional things it can cause. So you may know somebody that either has trouble standing up for themselves, or they're never seeming to feel at home where they are. They're always feeling like they're out of place.
Or taking a step farther. People with root chakra blockages don't want to step farther. They're shaky. They're shaky. They just don't want to.
They've got that fear of moving forward.
Fear of moving forward. So that would be an effect of the root chakra.
Mm-hmm. They also have a strong fear of being abandoned. Mm-hmm. And if you look at people that have these issues and you look at some of the things that may have happened in their life, you'll find that things happen to them that may have affected that root chakra, and now it's out of balance and it needs some work. So a couple of the things that you can do working on just the root chakra, there are meditations that you can do. One of my favorites for the root chakra is to picture yourself as a tree and to visualize the roots growing down through your legs and into the ground and just spreading out and going deep into Mother Earth and pulling up the support, pulling up the energy and the nurturing from Mother Earth, and pull that up in and feel how strong that energy is, and just get yourself grounded, get yourself feeling solid, feel you're unmovable. You are grounded to the earth and you're not going anywhere. You may sway back and forth a little bit, but you're not going anywhere. You're unshakable. Good wind could come by and all you're going to do is move a little bit. You're not going anywhere. You're not going to break.
You can tell by the smile on my face, this is one of my favorite meditations. I love to feel grounded. I love to feel solid. And when I start swaying, there's music playing, so we're good with that.
Yeah. And there's also different crystals that you can bring in. Some of the crystals that you can use for the root chakra, you can use, ruby, red jasper, bloodstone, black tourmaline, hematite. These are all good crystals. Kyanite, they're all good crystals to either hold while you're meditating or to carry in your pockets. There's different oils that you can use, patchouli, sandalwood, cedarwood, the earthy smells.
Yes, because you're being grounded. You can even take these crystals and place them on your chakras, which helped a lot. Because these crystals work with your chakra to open it up and clear it.
Mm-hmm. And there's also little affirmations that you can say to yourself as well. A couple would be, it is safe to me to be here. The earth supports me and meets my needs. I love my body and trust its wisdom. I am interested in abundance. The root chakra also does affect your abundance as well, because that's part of your financial stability. I am here and I am real. That's a good one to remember. I
like
am
that one.
here and I am
I really
real.
like that one.
So if you want any additional information on these, you can always contact me at the center. But there's so much information. We're just kind of skimming over some of it because there is quite a bit. So the next one is the sacral, which is the orange one, and that's maybe 4 fingers to 6 fingers above where the root chakra is. It's a little bit below your belly button in the abdomen area. And that is your personal power, your creativity. That is your intimacy, your sexuality. It's your inner child area. That is about honoring each other. That is about every relationship that you have, whether it's casual or intimate, helps you grow. It helps you become more conscious. But it's really about your relationship and, again, the energy of the relationships. So the things that can affect, that's going to be your sexual organs, your large intestine, the lower vertebrae, appendix, bladder, even the hip areas. That's going to affect in that area too. That can also cause the sciatica, the lower back or hip pain, arthritis, sexual potency, urinary problems, ovarian, prostate, fibroids, even menopause. They can really affect the menopause severity. It can make it a lot stronger if that's not in perfect, balance. Some of the emotional issues that can cause is fear of loss of control or fear of being controlled. I find too, people who use sex as power are people that have an imbalance in their sacral chakra. And they use that either to have control or to give up control. But they're using that sexual energy in some sort of a control issue, which is not good for their balance. It's not good for their being, their whole spiritual being.
Your sacral chakra is one of the points. Now, your intuition comes from a lot of your chakras, but this is the big main one. Do you ever get that gut feeling right in your gut? You're thinking, oh, this might not be a good thing, or it's going to be a really good thing. This is where you hold that, because we all hold all our fears in our sacral chakra too. Okay, so this is part where your intuition comes from, that gut feeling. And my advice is go with your gut. It's always right.
Take that before your ego steps in and negates that. That's always your second thought.
Listen to your gut before you listen to your head, because logic will set in and you'll start thinking and doubting yourself. If you're feeling a way in your gut, trust it. Trust it.
Absolutely. So again, some of the things that we can do to work on that chakra is a meditation. You could visualize a sunset, and you want to visualize it in the really deep orange colors. And see that swirling of energy around the sun, but make sure you're visualizing it going in the clockwise direction. But as it's spinning, you can actually feel it drawing any of the negativity out of you, and it just pulling it out and just absorbing it. And it's very important to see the color, so make sure you visualize that orange color. And some of the things that you can use as far as like the crystals, you've got amber, citrine, carnelian, moonstone.
Moonstone you can use opal, fire opal. Amber is a big one that I like to use.
Citrine is probably my favorite for that one.
Amber is a big, I like using amber because amber is a healing stone.
And carnelian I like using between both the root and the sacral. If I know there's an issue with both, I like to bring the carnelian in. I think that works nice with both of them. Some of the oils that you can use would be rosemary, juniper, again sandalwood, jasmine, rose. Those all work really nice with that. You can either rub it on that area or you can just be smelling it. Some of the affirmations that you can use for that one are, I accept and acknowledge my sexuality. I deserve pleasure in my life.
That's my favorite.
Yes.
That's my favorite. We were put in this earth to experience pleasure, and we put a cap on ourselves a lot, thinking we don't deserve it.
Or that we're being greedy to want it.
We're being greedy. Absolutely not.
We're being
So
selfish.
that is, I deserve pleasure in my life. Everybody deserves it. So.
And life is pleasurable. I absorb information from my feelings, because all of our feelings do teach us something. And whether we feel it's a negative feeling, there's still something that we're learning from that. There's still something that we're taking from that. So the next one is one of my favorites. It's the solar plexus. That is the yellow one. That's the one that's like right in here. It's right below, like right in where the right where the ribs come together. It's like right in that area. And that is your self-esteem. That is your self-worth. That's your inner adult, as we put it. Your inner power. This is where you have your confidence, where you keep your boundaries. But this is your self-identity.
This is where you claim what's yours. I'm saying claim what's yours, all your feelings, all your emotions. This is the chakra you claim them in. You claim everything that is yours, and this is your self-confidence. This is what builds you up. So if you're not claiming everything that's yours, this is going to be blocked. And your self-esteem are going to go way down the tubes if this chakra happens to be blocked.
Yeah, and then the physical issues that it can lead to, if it is allowed to stay like that, you're looking at stomach issues, upper intestines, liver, gallbladder, kidneys, pancreas, the adrenal glands, the middle spine. Sometimes you're even looking at arthritis, diabetes, chronic or acute indigestion, liver dysfunction, hepatitis. I mean, there's so many different things that are going on in that area that when these emotions and feelings are held for so long and that's allowed to stay blocked or not moving or moving in the wrong direction, this is when we start to see some of these. Also, it's like you said, the self-esteem, trusting, and being intimidated, having self-respect. Bullies. I think you'll find a lot of people that are big on bullying other people, they have an issue with their solar. And people that allow themselves to be bullied and they're intimidated by it, they also have a problem in the opposite direction. One's too open, one's too closed. Now there are things that we can do. Again, meditations. You want to visualize a bright yellow sun in the sky. Maybe tip your head back and just feel the rays of that sun coming down on you and just going right through you and filling your body with light.
Sort of like the lights here.
Yeah, these bright lights that we're feeling, oh yeah, our solars are going, whoa. But yeah, you want to fill your whole body, let it fill you with light. And if you want to add to that some of the crystals and the oils, you've got, again, citrine, tiger's eye, yellow tourmaline, or yellow topaz. Generally, if it's in the yellow area, that's a good judge of crystals for that.
I like to use tiger's eye on there because tiger's eye represents strength. And this is our self-esteem and our thoughts of ourself is what needs to be strengthened there. So I use tiger's eye on that. I like using tiger's eye and the rosemary. I like the rosemary.
Yeah, some of the oils would be juniper, lavender, rosemary. Those are some oils that you can also mix in that area. And then for the mantras for there, it's I can do whatever I will to do. I honor the power within me. In a smooth and healthy way, I release all unresolved emotions. I claim my personal power.
Claim what's yours. Claim what's yours.
Yep, absolutely. So the next one is the green one right here, and that is the heart chakra, which we all know our heart chakra is in this area here. This is our powerhouse. This is the center. We have 3 above and we have 3 below. So this is the center. And this kind of mediates between all of it.
This is love.
Absolute
Pure
love. This is love for everybody around you, but it's also love for yourself. Now, the one thing that they don't, most people know about the green for the chakra, the color green represents, but there's also a secondary color to that chakra, and that's pink. Now, the way I like to visualize that is the green is the love for everybody else. That's the love for your partner, it's the love for your family, it's the love for your friends. The pink is the love for yourself.
I really like that.
That's
the first time you told me that, and I really like that.
I thought I told you that before.
No.
Well,
Okay.
we learn something new every day, right?
I'm learning too. I really like that visualization. I really do.
But that's why, like rose quartz, if a lot of you do any chakra work at all, you may be familiar with the first one you go to for the heart would be the rose quartz. That's self-love. That's love for yourself, which is just as important, if not more important, than love for everybody else. You can't love everybody else if you're not loving yourself. So that's very important to keep our heart chakra going for that. Physically, you're looking at problems with, heart failure, heart attack, asthma, allergies, pneumonia, upper back. This does go through. It's not just the heart area. It also goes through to the back area. And even the breast cancer, that also can be helped with working on the chakras. That does not mean, take that and, if I get my heart chakra balanced, then I'm not going to have the cancer anymore. It's going to help with the healing process, with all the other treatments that you're going through. It's going to help
wonderfully with healing, not only for your heart ailments, but your whole body. That heart chakra is very loving and very healing. Pure love, pure love.
Mm-hmm. So some of the things that we can do to balance, to heal, and to work on the heart chakra is to maybe visualize it as a flower. It's probably one of the easiest ones to do. You can pick any flower that you resonate with and start it off as a bulb or just a bud. And as you're watching it open and you're watching it grow, and as it grows bigger, you're watching it just bloom, and it's just opening up to more love. The bigger it opens, the more love it's taking in. And you just want to watch it completely open up. And once you've got it all the way open, just focus on it and see how beautiful it is. And just let it radiate love out. And then some of the crystals and oils that you can work with. I did mention rose quartz already, but you also have emerald, jade, aventurine. Malachite's a really good one for the heart too. That one I think helps a lot with the outer. Rose quartz is probably the most common. Some of the oils of rose oil. That is one of the highest vibration oils out there. If anybody watched the show last week, you heard us talk a little bit about rose oil. It is supposed to have the highest vibration of all the oils out there. So it is extremely expensive. You don't want to get like rose water or anything, because that's not the genuine rose oil. That's usually chemically created. But if you can get just a little bit of rose oil, or better yet, get yourself some real roses. Squish them up and feel them. Yeah,
that's always nice.
Yeah, smell the real roses.
And making it, the aromas in my house when I'm squeezing my roses.
Sandalwood and cedarwood are also good. That helps with that. Some of the affirmations are, I freely and easily give and receive love. We also have to remember it is important that we're not only giving, but we're also receiving. I am worthy of love. I am loving to myself and others. There is an infinite supply of love. And there's an infinite supply. It's out there, and I think it's growing every day.
Absolutely, absolutely.
The more and more people are becoming aware and waking up, the more love that we're feeling out there. So the next one is the blue, and that is your throat chakra. This is our communication. This is where actually our faith is located here.
Our expression is located here.
Mm-hmm. And that's speaking your truth, hearing the truth. It's your expression, your Determination is located here. Your, like I said earlier, your faith. So this one, when it's out of balance, you're going to find it, like I said earlier, affecting the throat itself. You can be having scratchy throats, sore throats.
Even losing your voice.
Yeah, that's always a big one.
Has everything to do with your throat chakra.
Yes. Also the neck, the mouth, the teeth, the drums, or the drums. Where's my mind?
I don't know. You waiting for the drum circle?
Yeah. The gums, the teeth, the jaw, esophagus. So you can get mouth difficulties, TMJ, also scoliosis, thyroid problems. Emotionally, it's having problems making decisions, following your dreams, expressing how you feel, speaking up to people and telling them, no, I don't like that, or no, I don't want to do that, or
Clear
yes, I would like,
communication.
right, being clear about it.
Communication. Where was I?
Where were you?
I don't know.
I don't know. So, things that we can do there, a meditation that you can do for the throat chakra. There's a couple different ones. One that I like to use is, I like to visualize like a little ball of energy. And it may start out like the size of a grape, but it's blue. It's just this little dot of blue. And as you watch this little ball of energy start to grow, where it gets to the point where you can actually see the motion of it, you can picture it going clockwise. And as it gets bigger, you start to see the direction. You might visualize it as like a real sparkly little swirl of energy. It's going at a very nice, steady, smooth pace, and you just watch it get bigger and bigger and bigger until it maybe gets to about this size. And that's probably about as big as you want to go. And you just want to visualize it moving, and just always make sure that it's going in the clockwise direction. So, is there one that you like to use for the throat chakra? Oh, turquoise. We forgot about turquoise.
I use turquoise on the throat chakra, which opens it up and clears it up.
That is a good one for that.
And turquoise, and the oils I would use would probably be lavender, because when it gets closer to the crown chakra, I like to use lavender because the aroma is just awesome.
It smells good, but the properties of it, that it works really well. Patchouli too.
Oh yeah.
Patchouli is a good oil for the throat chakra.
Personally, I use lavender, but I like to use.
As far as the crystals go, my two favorites are, depending on whether you want to soften it or strengthen it. If your throat chakra is too weak and you need to strengthen it, if you're not speaking up for yourself, I like to go with the dark blue, like the sodalite or the lapis. Those work good to strengthen it. If you're somebody whose chakra is too strong and you want to soften it a little bit, I would go with like a blue lace agate, or like a blue tourmaline.
A lighter blue.
Yeah, something that's going to soften it.
I like using the turquoise because the turquoise to me is strength, and I just like using the turquoise on the throat chakra.
That is a nice stone though. So an affirmation you can use for that one is, I easily and gracefully express my deepest feelings and emotions. I hear and speak the truth.
That's my favorite.
I express myself with clear intent. And creativity flows in and through me. And my voice is necessary. You have to know that your voice is important, and you do have the right to be heard. You do have the right to speak up for yourself. The next one is the third eye, and that's right here. This is your intuition. This is your reasoning. This is your mental focus, your mental beliefs, your inner sight, your visual learning, your intellect. That's all located in here. And that out of whack is going to affect your brain, your nervous system, the eyes, ears, nose, anything in this area, pineal gland, the pituitary gland. That can lead to blindness, deafness, spinal difficulties, learning disabilities, seizures, neurological disturbance. On the emotional, it's not being open to others' ideas, not being able to learn from your own experiences, feeling inadequate, blocking yourself to seeing the truth.
If you're in a situation where you can't really see your life clearly or your future clearly or what to do next, this is the chakra that we would work on, to open your third eye so you can see more clarity. It gives you clarity on your life. It absolutely does. Absolutely.
So some of the things that you can do for a meditation, and the one that I like to see, and this is, I mean, you can switch it up if you're a guy. I'm sure there's ways to change it up a little bit, but the one that I like to see for myself, and I recommend to any women, if you visualize an actual eye here, visualize yourself putting makeup on it, and put some real bright eyeshadow. Pick something really, really cool colors, some really bright blues or indigo colors, and just visualize yourself putting the eyeshadow on. And you know how the Egyptian eyes have the eyeliner going out? Make it pretty, bring it out on both sides. And then as you're putting the mascara on, because you're going to do that too, you're going to visualize the mascara, you're opening the eye up and you're sweeping the eyelashes up and opening that eye. So when you're first doing it, it's closed. You have to close your eye to put the eyeshadow on. You can close it to put the mascara on the top of the lashes, but then you want to open it and sweep it up. And to me, that's opening up that third eye.
I never did that. I'm going to give that a try. What I like to do is a little oil of spearmint here, because then you can start to feel it tingle, and my eye just opens up to see what's going on. So that's the visual I use, and I do use oils with it. I use the spearmint oil on my forehead, on the third eye. But I'm going to try the makeup thing. I really like that.
It's just a fun thing.
Yeah.
I mean, guys can just visualize maybe rubbing that part of the eye and just using their finger on the eyelashes. You don't have to put makeup on it if you're a guy, but hey, if you want to, go ahead. And then what you said kind of led into the next thing, some of the oils and crystals that you can use. Spearmint's a good one, lavender, geranium, rosemary, they're all good for the third eye area. The crystals, amethyst is my favorite for that. Yeah, amethyst is really good.
And amethyst for that, really activates it for me. And when I do chakra clearings, I use that on there.
Fluorite's also another good one to use. But yeah, my favorite's the amethyst. So affirmations you can use for there is, my inner vision is clear and strong. I trust my intuition and inner voice. I see all things in clarity. I am open to the wisdom within. I can manifest my vision, and that's an important one. We have to have faith and know that we can manifest what we see. We can create that. So the last one that we want to talk about, and we do have to make this quick because we are actually running out of time here. We want to talk about the crown chakra, and that's the one that's right up here. This is your connection to spirit. This is your connection to the divine. This is your relationship with the divine. And if that's out of order, you can have issues with your skin, the skeletal system, the muscular system. You have a problem trusting in life, trusting you don't have as much compassion, spirituality, devotion, everything kind of gets shook. You don't have a lot of faith in yourself or in the universe or anybody around you. So for that, a meditation to use there would be a tornado. You can picture a tornado, like a big, beautiful white tornado right above your head. And you can start it out really small. And again, you want to go clockwise, but start it out small and just watch it grow and get bigger and bigger and bigger. And as it's growing bigger and bigger, it's pulling down the light from the universe and just pulling it right down into you. And you're just glowing with this white light.
My visualization that it just opens up and this ray of light connects me to spirit. And that's when I clear my crown chakra. That's how I visualize that.
And the crystals and oils for that, good oils are jasmine or frankincense. My favorite crystal for that one is selenite. I love to use selenite with the crown chakra, but you can also use pyrite, moldavite, clear quartz, diamond.
I have a Herkimer diamond that I use to open the crown chakra.
That's a really good one. Since we can't all get a hold of diamonds, the Herkimer diamond's always good.
Herkimer diamonds are great.
Some affirmations for that are: I accept and acknowledge my spirituality. Information I need comes to me. I am open to new ideas. I am guided by higher power. I am guided by inner wisdom. And the world is my teacher. So those are the basic chakras. Again, there's so many more, and we only skimmed over the information. There's so much more as far as where in your life each of these chakras develop. They all have different ages that they develop at. There's so many different things that can affect them. I do occasionally have a chakra workshop, so if you are interested in learning more, let me know. I can get another one arranged.
And if you're interested in seeing if your chakras are clogged or unbalanced, come on into the shop and we'll put you on the table, and I will do to see what's blocked and what's not blocked. I will use the pendulum to see which way your chakras are spinning, and if they're all out of whack, we put them right back in line. We get them spinning in the right direction, and we'll open your chakras. It's called the clearing and cleansing that I would do with your chakras, but I can also tell you which one is blocked and what we need to work on. And you can literally see me doing this. You can see my pendulum going in one direction, and then it changed direction when I open that chakra. It's not going to have any movement at all if you're totally blocked. And then when I open that up and show you again, and you see how much movement you have there, and you feel it inside, it's just an amazing treatment. It's an amazing
And once they're balanced, it's kind of up to you to, keep them that way. Because, life tends to knock them back out.
We can always use a fine tuning.
Yeah, we all can use that. So I'd like to thank you all so much for tuning in. We really did go through a lot of information here, but there is so much more. If there's any one of these that you want more information on, just contact me at the center. You can either call me 484-624-8095, stop in, or leave a message on Facebook, and I'd be happy to get back in touch with you and answer any questions. So our show's about done, but I'd like to invite you to stay tuned for some of the upcoming shows after ours. There's Mystic Talk from 6 to 7.
New show run right after you, Paranormal Frequency.
Oh, Paranormal Frequency. Can you fill us in a little bit on that one real quick?
It is about a group of people that go out and visit people's homes that have been plagued with some paranormal activity.
Awesome, I can't wait to
So
watch.
what they're doing is they talk about getting rid of the hype and what's real, what's not real.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome. Sounds like a
Yay.
show.
Awesome.
Stay tuned for that.
Yes,
it sounds
stay tuned.
wonderful.
I hope to get back quick enough
Yeah,
to
we're going to go watch this.
watch it. So then, we have Mystic Talk from 6 to 7, Heaven Talks from 7 to 8:30, and Beyond the Veil from 8:30 to 9:30. So it's a whole evening of amazing information and a lot of learning that we can all use. So please stay tuned and fill your minds, be the sponge, and take it all in. So again, thank you for watching our show today. Come back next week, and not sure what the topic for next week will be, but if you check it on Facebook, I'm sure I'll put something up soon. I'd like to thank Miss Jodie for coming in and helping with the show today. And you guys have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you next week.